gentlemen, thank you for coming on board and checking out Superstation Wrestling TV. I am your host, C Double, and I would like y'all to, first of all, check out the sponsors on the YouTube message below for the description. Check out our TW Rivers. That is that's the nutrition company that's with us, as well as, I can't get my little thingy to work. So anyway, we have two other places. Definitely want to check them out, Iron 4 Cafe, as well as the Lake Towers of Terror. So you definitely want to check those out. Check their Facebook pages. Links are below in the description. Now, hope you're ready for some exciting action for Lighting the Fire. We have tag team action that we're going to lead off with Mr. Reigns and the Medic versus Jason Blackman and Swole. Then we have Big Andy versus Big Smash. And then after that match, we have Mr. Saturday Night, Jarrod Michaels versus the Big Game Hunter, Johnny Camo. So, without further ado, I am going to throw it to the action, and you're going to hear something very strange. It's going to be me and my commentary partner, Kevin, and he was very awesome. So, guys, check us out. Also, check out Georgia Championship Wrestling on the Facebook page. A lot of content coming, and we're also going to have a lot more stuff coming here in the next episodes. C-Double, I'm out. What a wonderful presentation that was. The locker room even showed up and did that.
A very touching moment when you got the good guys and the bad guys that could come together for such a treasured legend like Terry the Rocker Lawler.
He is. The man's been, when he said he's been in the business for 30 years, that's not a joke. That's not a, just a, oh, look at me moment. No, and we all know Terry. He's not the guy that wants to be the guy that says, look at me.
Very, very humble man. I mean, he definitely does not want to be the center of attention, but sadly he is here because he's the Georgia Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, yeah, and I think of all people you want to have as your champion, he is one you definitely want.
We've got a tag team match rolling right now, folks. It's our opener tonight. This is David Reigns and the Medic on one side. On the other side, the returning Irish assassin Jason Blackman, and, of course, Swole, a crowd favorite.
Yeah, it's been quite the while for Jason Blackman. So you wonder, who's going to take the front load of this match? Because, only adrenaline can take you so far. Now, this is a scheduled tag team match, not a tornado match.
That's correct, and referee Morgan Holiday having a little bit of trouble getting some decorum in the ring. We're about a minute and a half already into this thing, and we still haven't got people on opposing sides yet.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his work cut out for him. Let's just put it that way. And, I mean, look, the crowd is hot. We're excited. We're supposed to be crowning new tag team champions, by the way, which is even better.
Absolutely. A three-way match later tonight between TRL 100 Proof and the Inglorious Bastards. That is the semi-main here tonight, folks. And whoever wins between that's going to be our new Georgia Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Exactly. And then we got I believe, if rumor has it, I believe I don't know, but it's another title match.
A Mississippi State Championship match. The champion Jagged Edge, who we saw at the last show come out during the Rumble as a surprise return, of course, taking on Sean Nelson, another tough competitor, so that should be a good bout.
Yeah, Sean Nelson, who had a great match with Mr. Bennett. And, we got a lot of action here for you. We're about to get kicked off here.
Blackman sizing up his opponent literally, and a little bit of intimidation there towards Mr. Reigns.
You know, Mr. Blackman, I got to go here. He has been in this business also. He's really a very good chameleon-style wrestler. The man can adapt to just about any style. So don't take him lightly. It's just how long is the ring rust is.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while for Jason Blackman. You know, I remember not long after I started my career, I was actually ring announcing in FWF in Winder, and Mr. Blackman was one of the stars of the promotion, but that's been 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I actually was a fan of watching that, and I remember Blackman there. So I'm really intrigued by this match. I really am, especially Swole. You know, he had a really intense encounter.
Yes.
And the he had a really good showing in the Battle Royal, too.
He really did. And when it comes down to it, I kind of like the team myself.
Yeah.
They're very similar body types. They have wrestle a similar style. Now, the team in the other corner is the one that's intriguing to me, though. When you have David Reigns and the Medic mishmashed together, that's an interesting pairing.
What do we know about the Medic? I tried to get word with him, but he just won't talk. But I mean,
he won't even speak to me, and I go through the locker room area. He just looks at me with a sneer on his face, best he can through the mask.
Of course.
Very mysterious individual for sure. Blackman picking up some offense.
Oh yeah, he is, and wise move from Mr. Reigns. He does not want to get involved. Look. Adrenaline, but also momentum. You got to break it up somehow. Get to your partner where it's safe. Now the only thing is, we all know Mr. Blackman won't wait for you to come back in.
A very impatient man, but of course Reigns is going to work at his pace.
Yeah.
And that may end up catching Jason Blackman and Swole off guard. The Medic, as you saw right there, doing his job, checking over Mr. Reigns, making sure he's okay.
Well, I guess he would be qualified to actually do that.
Absolutely.
So the question is...
And the Medic tags in. So let's see what this mysterious Medic can do.
Yeah, exactly. He actually also was quite impressive in the Battle Royal, too. He showed up in the matches, and it was quite amazing.
Another one of the ones that we weren't expecting.
Yeah.
And suddenly he was here, and the crowd wants Swole in the ring.
Oh, they do. And you already know Swole had a little bit of a bad taste because of the fact he wanted to go after some people.
That's right. So he's ready to unleash a lot of aggression here. The Medic may be an unfortunate victim here in moments.
Oh, yes. It's looking quite forward to this match, actually. I've been looking forward because I wanted to see how Swole was going to react after that match where, you get your leg clipped and you're not being able to put weight on it, and then you in the Rumble, and then you get close, but then,
He's had a month or so to recuperate, but that's not enough time. As we all know, the human body does not simply just heal in 4 weeks. So we'll see how he fares here. And right now he's caught in an armbar, but
and we know the business. I mean, just because we don't wrestle every other week doesn't mean these guys don't go, because this is an independent wrestling. We need to be out there. We want to get out there
every weekend.
Yeah. If he's out there, that's wear and tear on your body. So there you go, Jason Blackman. He's trying to help.
Blackman's letting his emotions get the best of him here, and it's costing him and his partner.
And he's veteran, but that just tells you, in the heat of the moment, you just want to get in there to help. I get that, but you have to remember your partner's taking the blunt of the blows there.
Absolutely. Like looks some teamwork here. Reigns tagging back in during the armbar. He's going to club him in the back with a double axe handle and take over on the left arm of Swole.
And not only that, but you got to remember, we have tag team titles we're going to be crowning. This is now the time you want to start putting your pace on here. Yeah.
You want to shine, absolutely.
Tag team wrestling, some people might say it's not that fun. No, it's a great art if you watch it right, if you enjoy it.
Yes, absolutely.
And not only that, but these guys, you said it yourself, well, they have that look. They look the part. Well, this is where you find out, can you get through?
Do they jail?
Yeah, because you may look perfect, but, we've seen tag teams where, kind of like the Medic and Mr. Reigns, they may not blend the way you want.
Right.
So, or you think, there's no way they're going to get along. Well, guess what? They're working well, and they're flowing. They're cutting the ring off. I mean, look at Medic. He's got to have some kind of background in wrestling, I got to say, because he does have the fundamentals well.
He's one of those guys that you look at him, you're like, I almost think I know who that is, but I don't want to say it and be wrong.
Yeah, and not just that, but you also want to go, or not just, and then, you could also look at him and go, okay, I got Swole, I got Blackman. These guys are legit fighters. Like Swole's song, I'll go toe-to-toe with you. He can actually do that. But you look at Medic, you go, there's no way this guy's got a shot. but look who he's got down in the mat right now.
Absolutely, and great teamwork tagging back out to Reigns here as Reigns continuing to club away on Swole. Swole's had a hard time making it back to his corner since he tagged in just a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. And you know people who are watching this are like your tag teams that are in that tag team triple threat match. And like I said, last show we had a big moment.
Blackman's in, by the
way. And I didn't see Swole dive. My apologies, but wow, Blackman's just a house on fire.
Explosive clothesline. Reigns rattled after that one.
This, I'm very impressed with Blackman right now. Look at just the ease of the way he's picked up Mr. Reigns here. Wow.
That jarred the floor here at the Got to Be Rolling Event Center.
And this is a skating ring. You know you've had bodies hit this floor many of times.
Absolutely.
And oh my Lord, look at this. And again, they're working the side of the ring. They're cutting it off so Swole can't get in there.
Absolutely. And now we're working back over to the other corner. Looks like a double team coming up.
Ref is working the count.
I mean, he's having a hard time getting these guys.
Whoa!
Able to avert disaster. Blackman come out with an explosive double clothesline. The referee got wrapped up there.
I thought the referee helped with the clothesline myself. I mean, I wouldn't have blamed him. You have to do what you have to do. We have a 5-minute. We have 5 more minutes in this match, and okay. So people are probably like, okay, they got 5 minutes. Do the wrestlers hear it? Well, yeah, but also you got to think though, if the crowd's into it, like we just heard them, you said it, and now they know there's that urgency. They know they have to finish. They got to, because you're not going to establish anything when you get a draw.
That's exactly right. And you're definitely not going to move in the tag team ranks when you get a draw. You're right back where you started. You want to come out with the winner's share of the money here. Moments ago, I was a little distracted there. I'm sorry, Medic went and sat down by someone at ringside to speak with them, and I don't know what he was jowling with that fathead, but that fathead in the corner has been giving both those guys a hard time in that corner.
I wonder if it's the same fan that kind of gave a hug to Blackman, because when you're a fan of certain guys and you followed them, you're going to be close, and you're not going to really want to see your boy get hit or anything like that. So I could get that. Or
absolutely.
Or he's a medic. He may have asked if he got vaccinated. I don't know.
Double A takedown by Swole. That's a very, very good question, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
And lateral press. One,
two. Just a kick out in nick of time, I'm telling you. But this is a setter pace. You want to be able to put it down that, hey, we are a team to watch out for.
Absolutely. Now there's some double teaming going on the other side here. Blackman working well with Swole. They're finally starting to gel after a 10-minute bout here so far here in Buckhead.
Oh, yeah. And, you wonder, you're gelling, you're learning people. Because even if you are veterans and you've been in the ring for a long time, 2 count again, you got to think, these guys are also testing each other out. 3 minutes left, folks. What a counter by Reigns, I'm telling you.
Low bridge. That was a smart move on Reigns' part there. That's knowing the ring. Now Reigns also a very seasoned veteran. He knows his way around inside that squared circle.
Yes, and that's why I was so surprised of all the guys you team up with. But like I said, they are actually very impressive. I'm very impressed with both teams, actually.
Big slam. Reigns uses the power to get the big Jason Blackman down to the mat. He's about 265, 270. That wasn't easy to press him up there. No,
it wasn't.
Picks him back up an eye rake, hand.
You got to wonder, is the timing, is everything affecting everybody? We had a very beautiful moment with Terry.
Big double clothesline. Both men crashed.
By the way, I want to point out, Terry and Swole were out there for Terry's thing. That was emotional. They had a lot of fire. Can they now reach up, get that tag, and finish this out and win this match? Are they going to be able to?
Absolutely.
And
both men were trying to work their way to the corner.
David Reigns is also moving.
A lot closer than
Can he get to Medic? He got to Medic.
And
Blackman's got Swole.
Here comes Swole.
Medic did not hide. Look at that. Look.
That was one of his on.
Yeah, back elbow. Watch out. Medic's about to. Oh, Lord.
Referee continually.
Spine buster! That should be a 1, 2. Well, that's tag team wrestling. David had to save his partner.
Reigns had something to say about that.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
Reversal. And a big slam.
Oh. I'm telling you, Swole's ready, and his leg looks like it's 100%.
It's holding up fine. Big
we got it. Blackman back in. What are we going?
Setting up for some kind of double team maneuver here.
Oh, flatliner! Assisted flatliner looked like. One,
that's it.
Two,
He's not getting up.
Three. Now we are here. We are excited. We are very glad. I got to ring the bell for Kevin here. Kevin doing the double duty of ring announcing and then also coming on down and calling action with me.
Calling action, ringing the bell, doing a little bit of everything.
I got your back, too. I try to help you out.
I appreciate that. I'm glad you have me backed up. You know, these guys are so anxious to get the action going. They don't want to wait on me to make my way back over.
Oh, I know. It's all good. It's all good. That's what I got you for.
Boy, you want to talk about some beef in this one, folks. The combined weight between these two of 755 pounds between both men. This is a huge mass in the ring, so it's interesting to see how this will play out.
Okay, whoa. So Andy's saying that the man pulled his hair. What hair does Andy have? I'm not trying to, be mean or nothing, but come on.
You know, it's not too long ago, speaking of that Andy cut his hair, so I don't know why. I guess he's just reverting to old tactics.
I believe so, too. Now, I will say, if you watch the Superstation Wrestling TV, we put up the show. People talked about Andy versus Camo, and people kind of were wondering what we were talking about. Well, let's put it this way. Andy has another guy just as big. So
he's literally met his match here tonight. Even this gentleman, Big Smash, almost the same size as Big Andy, just a little bit bigger than Johnny Camo.
Yeah,
and as we said, the irresistible force being the immovable object here, neither man's going to take a fall.
By the way, do you think running is going to be a good idea here?
We'll be very interested to see how the cardio works out here for these two.
You know what?
Work our way through this
Hopefully they won't watch this because we're probably going to be in trouble when they find out. But either way, let's just call it like it is.
Well, if we'll call it like it is, there's a big Irish whip into the corner, reversed by Andy, coming in with a big club to the face.
You know who the safest man is right now? The referee.
Yes, absolutely.
Or
He's in there with these two cage stars. Yeah, Ox, a very devious fellow out at ringside tonight. Was not expecting him to come out with Big Andy, so that's something I'll have to look into.
Well, but the thing is, Ox is real close to a lot of these guys.
Sure.
And I guess when he said, where certain guys go, hey, I'm going your corner. I do that, it becomes really bad.
Absolutely. Andy's taking control of the bout, smashing the head of Big Smash, pardon the pun, into the turnbuckle over here, clubbing away at the back of Big Smash.
Sorry, I have to respond real quick. But yes, and I agree. And not only that.
Smash coming back, though. Nice right hands, nice forearms, clubbing blows.
Big
headbutt coming up. Bow.
I haven't seen Big Smash wrestle much, and I've seen Andy more, so I won't. Well, here we go. We got Smash revving it up.
Here. Andy got the big boot up just in the nick of time.
Look, folks, if you're wanting one of those fast-paced, flying all around the rings, this is not the match.
And this absolutely will not be your catch-as-catch-can classic. You're not going to have a lot of headlock takedowns and go-behinds, none of the sort here. But
you are going to get some hard-nosed fighting, though.
You are. That's absolutely right. As Dusty Rhodes said, some clevering, baby. Big Smash coming into the corner here. Andy hitting full force, and I think the ring shifted about 3 feet.
It had to. Not that, but Andy has some agility in him. I'm not going to just say he just can't do nothing. The man is able to move around that ring.
We like to use the term sneaky athletic. I mean, you look at him and you wouldn't think he'd be able to do much, but he's a very agile man.
Yeah, and if he catches you, he knows what to do with you.
Down for a lateral presser, 1, 2, and a kick out. Smash is down, but not defeated just yet.
No. Even Andy's got to know he's got to do more than that. If anything, you're just trying to get in the guy's head, saying I could get to you.
Andy complaining about the referee's count there. I didn't see anything wrong with referee Mike Jones's
I didn't either.
Pretty even cadence.
I thought it was also even myself. I was watching.
Reverse chin lock now applied by Big Andy.
And the crowd, we have a good crowd here, folks. I mean, we said seating, bring your own seating, and people have brought their own seats.
Brought several camping chairs here to the Got to Be Events Rolling Center, and looking good so far. The crowd in here tonight, We'll say it's a little down from the last show, but you know what? That's because there's a graduation in town last night that kind of
small town that happens, doesn't it?
That is the big event. And
that Andy felt full on that one.
But tonight the big events here in Buckhead at the Got to Be Events Rolling
big
Center.
title matches we got here, Kevin.
3 title matches coming up later on tonight. Big Smash trying to get back up to his feet. A big man. That's going to take a lot to get him back up, but he's working his way to the ropes.
Andy's got to snap out of it.
That jawbreaker rattled him, though. I mean, he shook. Smash going for another splash here.
But that was clever. Look at that. Smash do it.
And Andy coming in with a big elbow. Took the elbow pad off.
What was that? Okay.
That clocked smash. And a big splash.
Splash from Andy.
That's going to do it.
You got it.
To get in the ring with the big man, Johnny Camo.
Yeah, and not making many friends around the ringside, actually. And I think the last guy I want on my list to get aggravated with me, let's do it. Last guy I want angry is Johnny Camo. So
big man. We just talked about him in the last match.
Yeah.
He faced Big Andy here last month. And we got the bell rung, but that's about it. Looks like referee Morgan Holiday's going to apply a count.
He didn't argue, didn't get mad about, what happened. He just moved on and focused to this opponent. And I just got to say, I wouldn't want to mess with a guy who's in Camo, who looks like he's been able to, just finish hunting. And I'm going to mess with him.
When you have the moniker Big Game Hunter,
yes,
that's somebody you don't want to tango with.
Or it's like this. Pick your battles wisely.
Absolutely.
You got Mr. Saturday Night versus Big Game Hunter.
We finally have gotten Mr. Michaels into the ring here, so we'll see if we can get this bout going. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit here, folks.
We had an unbelievable battle between Big Andy and Big Smash. Now we're going to have Johnny. I'm actually interested in seeing this because Johnny comes off as a very old school kind of soul. He made himself not so endearing to the fans. But before we dive deep into this match, your thoughts on what Sean Hunter said?
Sean Hunter coming out here and basically slagging Terry Lawler. I did make note while I was at ringside during that title presentation. No Sean Hunter, so obviously no respect for Terry Lawler.
Yeah.
And, out here calling him old and calling him, a broken down champion. I don't know if that's the wisest thing. Terry Lawler may be a little bit up in years, but he's a very wise and crafty veteran, and he's going to give Sean Hunter a fight tonight.
Everyone's talking about how the match should have been a pinfall to the finish when the last two got together. But what no one realized is that was kind of a change because Tim White never got eliminated.
Tim Rice was never eliminated from the match. He ended up actually leaving early due to an injury. He was jumped and could not finish the bout. Of course, we saw a few weeks ago he did release a video saying he's okay. The shoulder's just a little sore. MRIs and X-rays were negative. Thank goodness for that.
But what I was saying was there was no official wording, so nothing could have been changed at that time. So, and if it was such a big deal, he never brought that up until way to the next day or so.
Right.
So I'm not going to fall completely saying, well, Terry can't beat it. I'm pretty sure Terry could. I'm pretty sure Sean could beat Terry. But in the situation as it was, you couldn't, call it any other way.
Absolutely
the way it was.
Not. And sometimes in wrestling, you have to just roll with the punches. That's just the hand you're dealt. And when you have a man that can't even finish the match, you got to just boil it down to the two that are able to actually complete the contest.
Yeah. And now we got
What is it tonight with complaining about hair pulls with men that have no hair? I do not understand that concept.
I mean, unless they went to the Hair Club Men's, and then you paid money for that, so you don't want to just lose your investment.
You know, in fairness to Jarrod Michaels, he might have an argument. There is so much hair gel in Mr. Michaels' hair that Camo could have had something to grip a hold of during that hold.
You know, but also, if you got enough gel, if you got enough hair product, and I know because I have a couple of family members and all, that can actually, take out somebody.
And I have no room to talk. I'm over here with my styled hair tonight.
Oh, no. Don't worry. You're the ring announcer. You're supposed to.
Very well known, though, for poking people in the eye with my my hair during heads. I've never seen that before.
That was quite
a collar and elbow tie-up that went all the way to the top rope. And Michaels ended up on the bad end of that.
And Michaels can't get mad at the fact that, hey, he didn't let go. He let you go. He even brought you all the way down to the ring. I think he did over and abundant.
He absolutely did, but Camo taking full advantage. Big right hand in the corner, big headbutt. That rocked Jarrod Michaels, Mr. Saturday Night. Not the Billy Crystal movie, of course.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Although that movie was great, but right now, Mr. Saturday Night Jarrod Michaels is not having that great of a time.
I got to go 1 out of 5, but Michaels has already impressed me more than that. So
yeah, exactly.
Big smash into the corner by Camo, using what God gave him there on the backside to weaken Jarrod Michaels.
We don't really know a lot about Jarrod Michaels. He's this is his first time, I believe, at GWC.
It is, yes, sir. It is his first time
wrestling,
here at Championship Wrestling.
Yes, and I'm trying to get all the antonyms.
Here's the one thing I have learned so far
ahead.
about Jarrod Michaels. He likes to work the crowd. Big suplex there by Camo.
Okay, because I also learned from Jarrod Michaels, he likes himself some Jarrod Michaels.
He does like some Jarrod Michaels, and he'll let you know about it. That's probably what he was doing, was spending his whole time around ringside telling people who he was.
Yeah. Oh, put the foot on the rope. Well,
kind of an odd maneuver there. Camo with a big suplex, but followed up with a boot to the chest, and Michael's close enough to the ropes to break that one up.
Typically, we see it from the other way, and we go, the audacity. I think more Camo's just doing is kind of putting Michaels in his place, going, yo, you're not the big dog here.
Got him in a goozle, maybe going for a choke slam here. We'll see what he comes up with, throwing the arm over the shoulder.
Oh,
Michael's
right in the midsection there. Michaels is crafty. He knows his way around the ring. You could tell that.
Absolutely. Big, oh my goodness, big right hand. Camo's down on both knees now.
You got guys that really can't, it's like they love themselves. They have this bravado. They have this macho-ness. But deep down you go, well, can they really be vicious? Can they really fight? You can see guys like that all the time.
Absolutely. And Johnny Camo, prime example of that, but here comes
Whoa!
Back buddy drop, and he'll take a bump over to holding on, though.
Yeah.
Impressive athleticism by Jarrod Michaels.
Very impressive. He'd never even touched the ground, and I got to go here. If he was at a Rumble, he'd be safe.
He'd still be in the match, absolutely.
Big elbow.
That might get him off.
Yeah, it did, finally.
Big splat to the floor. That brought the crowd here in Buckhead to their feet.
And we're going to see, is this going to be a countdown finish?
Holiday applying the count. He's at 3 now. Camo, thankful for the breather. He'll take a count-out victory. He'll take a victory.
Camo won't mind.
Because it'll move him up into singles ranks.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole point when you're in a one-on-one matchup. You got titles all over the place. You want to be able to make your own. Oh, he's stopping. He stopped the count. I think he's stopping that count.
Camo wants to win this one fair and square.
He told him to stop there.
Michael's able to crawl back in.
There he is. I think Camo kind of made sure he stayed. I mean, well.
Big right hand brought Michaels back down. Camo should go for a cover here. I believe he's going to. No, leg drop.
Oh, leg drop.
Full extension there by Johnny Camo to get the leg drop off, and now he's eyeing the turnbuckle. This should be interesting. He's going up.
Yeah, he is. And Johnny Camo,
I hope they reinforce the ring.
Not only that, but Johnny Camo, I didn't think took too kindly to the way Michaels was acting to the crowd.
Aerial flight here, and a big elbow across the chest.
Yes,
Here's
it was.
a cover. 1, 2, and
just tick away from 3. Looking at the ref, but he knows he's got to keep on going.
Another fair cadence for Holiday, and only a 2 count.
Got to give it to. I think it's over with. He said.
Irish whip, big slam.
Oh,
he flips out of it. Michaels, drop kick.
Nice drop kick by Michaels.
Right in the chest.
But he's got to get on top of it. He can't. Drop kicks is one thing. You got to keep going.
Pulls the big man to the center of the ring. Let's see what he comes up with here. Can he capitalize? Momentum shifting here in the favor of Mr. Saturday Night. He climbs out onto the bottom rope, going towards the top.
Yeah, we've all had Saturday nights that are rough on us ourselves.
I mean, he's having a hard time getting to his feet, just like you would after a Saturday night.
Yeah, you know.
Jarrod Michaels on the top rope here.
Here he goes.
And an elbow.
A nice elbow drop. My Lord.
Elbow drop right in the heart of Johnny Camo.
He's got to go for the cover. You would think he would have went for it right there.
Obviously, the momentum and the impact there a little too much for even Jarrod Michaels, and now both men are down, but Michaels looking to crawl over.
Yeah, he's crawling, but think about the time. You hit an impactful maneuver. You want to try to take time on that.
Absolutely. And count now at 5 on Johnny Camo. Michaels crawling over.
Yeah, you got to think the ref is checking on Johnny also. He took that straight right in the, I hate to say the heart area, but, he took the right in the chest.
And lateral
here
press.
We go. 1, 2. And he
goes.
Oh,
man, the big man powers Jarrod Michaels off.
We may have been worried, but that man. We may have been worried, but he showed us he's not that he ain't down totally.
Camo quite resilient there to kick out after that pointed elbow drop from the top rope, a la Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, and only that he had such great fight
Michaels
on that.
exposing the right kneecap to apply a little more on the blow.
Now we saw this Big Andy doing that to not Swole, but his opponent Big Nash.
Big smash, and now
here we go.
Michaels coming off the rope, setting him up.
Be careful, you said.
Oh! Caught him in a black hole slam.
1,
2, and 3.
Game changer.